Georgia is a beautiful nation situated at the intersection of Europe and Asia. It is one of the most underrated travel destinations, but a paradise for the budget travelers. Especially for the residents of Gulf countries or Middle East region, this is one of the most ideal travel destination. Apart from the budget traveling, another important reason to visit this country is that for most of the GCC residents, visa is on arrival and is free of cost. So they just have to pack their bags and book a ticket to its capital city, Tbilisi. As simple as that. I traveled there from Muscat, Oman and didn't require any prior visa as I am holding the Oman resident card. For vaccinated travelers, there is no need to produce the RT-PCR report, so it was even more convenient. However, remember to check the latest visa requirements according to your nationality. For most countries, it's based on the e-application link which is mentioned here. I will also give this link in the description box of this video. There are direct and cheap flights from Dubai and other neighboring countries like Turkey and Qatar. Here is a suggested itinerary if you are planning a short 3 to 4 days trip to this beautiful country. On the first day of your arrival to Tbilisi city, the capital of Georgia, spend your day exploring the city. There are plenty of places to visit and a lot of activities to be done. Freedom Square is the main city center area. Other good locations for stay are Maidan Bazaar area or Mathiki area. Depending on the location you are staying, explore that part of the city on the first day of your arrival. If you are staying near the Freedom Square, then visit Tatsminda Park, or if you are short of time or feeling tired, then explore the area around the Freedom Square itself, which is quite charming. So this is the Freedom Square of Tbilisi. Take a walk from Freedom Square to Maidan Bazaar to see the local markets and some nice restaurants offering local cuisines. There are plenty of cafes for the coffee lovers and many shisha bars, which is one of the major hangout activities for the Middle Eastern people. This is Shardani Street, and most of the popular clubs and cafes, restaurants, they are here on this street. If you are staying near the Maidan Bazaar or Mathiki area, then explore these areas as there are many activities which will keep you occupied. You can take a cable car to go to Narikala Fortress, where you can visit the big statue of Mother of Georgia. And from here you can have a very nice view of the city as well. और यहाँ पे एक लारी डाल के आप सिटी का टेलीस्कोपिक व्यू देख सकते हैं. Here you can even do zip lining from the fortress hill to the valley. One important thing is that if you are coming to Georgia, please remember to carry USD or Euro, because those are the kind of acceptable currencies here. Another alternative could be to roam around the Europe Square near Matheki area. Here you can also take a balloon ride which shows the city from a height. A visit to the iconic Bridge of Peace is highly recommended. It looks beautiful especially after the sunset, and it is also called as the Glass Bridge. You can also take a 30 minutes boat ride in the Madhkwari river, which is extremely enjoyable. If you have time, then visit Matheki Church. All these attractions are at a walkable distance, so you will not feel tired at any point of time. Also, please ensure to book a day tour for the next day to Kazbegi and Gudauri, which are the most visited sites of Georgia. There are plenty of local tour operators who can offer on-the-spot good deals for this kind of day tour. There are other sightseeing tours as well, but this one is by far the most prominent and recommended day tour from Tbilisi. On the second day, your tour for Kazbegi and Gudauri will start around 8 o'clock in the morning. The minivan will come and pick you from the hotel. It's a full day tour and takes almost around 12 to 13 hours. So by the time you will return, it will be night. So prepare yourself accordingly. The first stop on this tour is Jinwali Lake, an extremely beautiful turquoise colored water reservoir which provides more than 50% of water supply to the Tbilisi city. There are multiple stops for photo opportunity. However, the van will stop at Ananuri Fortress, from where you can have an excellent view of this water reservoir. You can even access the beach area of this lake, which I found very charming. The fortress of Ananuri is one of the many Georgian medieval castles. It has a dark history as it witnessed many battles and was even set on fire once. The castle was named after the neighboring village Ananuri and is one of the monuments which you can't miss on the way to Kazbegi and Gudauri. Next on the tour is Pasanuri, where black and white rivers meet together. This area is famous for its river rafting adventures. Here they will stop at any of the riverside restaurants for lunch. This is an incredible experience to enjoy the nature sitting alongside the freshwater stream.
So we've just stopped at this restaurant which is just next to the river.
After lunch, we move further towards the next locations. The landscape would soon start to change and you can see the snow-capped mountains. Gudauri comes first, but most of the tour operators would visit Kazbegi first and then stop at Gudauri while returning. The gorgeous town of Kazbegi is located on the slopes of the Caucasus Mountains. The townlet is a popular winter destination for the tourists, but is mainly famous for the Holy Gergeti Trinity Church, which is 2,170 meters above the town on the Kazbek Mountains. The Russian border is just at a distance of 12 kilometers from here. A return drive for about an hour will bring you to Gudauri, the picturesque ski resort town of Georgia. It is by far one of the best and the cheapest ski resorts in the entire Euro-Asian territory. Admire the beauty of the gorgeous Caucasus Mountains from the Victory Monument, the most famous viewpoint of this location. This Russia-Georgia Friendship Monument was built in 1983 and it is a must-stop for every tourist visiting Gudauri. Enjoy a 30 minutes paragliding experience if you have sufficient time. This is a great adventure and would give you a perfect adrenaline rush. On the third day, I suggest you to take a tour of Kakheti region, famous for its vineyards. This is another attraction which I highly recommend from Tbilisi. Just like Gudauri, this is again a full day tour, so expect to be out for at least 12 hours from morning until late evening. The pickup will happen from the hotel. This vast valley here is called the Alazani Valley, offering a spectacular view in the middle of the mountains. The entire region of Kakheti is divided into 8 administration districts, and the most famous one is Signanghi district. This is the prettiest hilltop town in the entire Kakheti region. Here we have the famous Bodhbe monastery in the outskirts of Signanghi town. Visit the wedding palace where couples get married in just 24 hours. This is why the city is also called as the City of Love. The cobbled streets of Signanghi will give you a feeling of being in the Tuscany or Florence area of Italy. This is the town city hall clock tower. This historic wall here was built in the memory of 3,000 soldiers who died fighting with Germans during the Second World War. Then we have this 4-kilometer stretch of the Great Wall of Signanghi, which is the fortress wall, and it was built to protect this beautiful city from the invaders. And of course the visit is definitely incomplete without a visit to the winery. There are many famous wineries, so you will witness the winemaking process, its storage, and of course get a chance to taste the local wine.
Иван, Георгий, очень шутит, нравится хозяин, добраться к Кимарову, я сомневаюсь, что человек будет брать, но не надо ему пропустить.
This is another local drink called Chacha, which is very strong as it contains 50% alcohol. Try it at your own risk. On the fourth or last day of the trip, the schedule will depend on your flight timings. If your flight is early, before afternoon, then explore the local Tbilisi city area. Check the details I have shared in the beginning of this video. Visit this wonderful waterfall inside the city near the Midan Bazaar. If the flight is late evening or in the night and you have sufficient time, then you can plan a trip to Borjomi. Although this is a pre-scheduled day tour which can include a visit to Rabati Castle first, followed by a trip to Borjomi Park.
So here we are at the Rabati Castle.
In my opinion, you can skip Rabati Castle and take a direct tour by a private taxi to the Borjomi Park area, where you can easily spend half a day. This half a day tour is definitely worth.
So this is basically the central park, and we can take a cable car from here and go all the way up to that point where we have that giant wheel, and that side is basically the waterfall.
Here are some extra tips in case you decide to extend your stay beyond 4 days. You can plan another day trip to Kutaisi, which is famous for Prometheus Cave and Martwili Canyon. Both these attractions are very interesting and you'll enjoy a visit here. If you can manage another 3 days, then do visit the town of Batumi, which is the coastal town of Georgia near Turkey. It is famous for its vibrant nightlife and beach activities, and that's why the city is also called as the Las Vegas of Georgia. It's not only famous with the foreigners, but locals as well, who visit here quite often during the holidays.